My beloved child, heaven has been waiting for this moment with breathless silence, and today the trumpet of light sounded your name. The heavens bowed low, and Archangel Michael himself whispered, "Finally, they did it. Finally, they chose the path written in fire for them. Finally, they have stepped into the gate that was waiting since before the stars were hung." My child, do not take this moment lightly, for the universe has shifted its attention toward you. What you did, even if the world does not know it yet, has broken something in the unseen and created ripples that angels themselves are watching with astonishment. For so long, you thought your prayers were falling on deaf ears, your efforts unseen, your tears hidden in the dust of the night. But heaven counted each tear, recorded every sigh, and marked every step you made when no one clapped for you. And now Michael is saying, they finally crossed it. They finally broke the chain. They finally reached the place where destiny must bend. Beloved, imagine the courtroom of heaven filled with light, scrolls being opened, and angels rejoicing as your name was announced with thunder. This is not ordinary. This is the moment history bends around you. Do you know why heaven is rejoicing? Because you passed a test that almost broke you. You stood when everything inside you told you to fall. You forgave when you could have cursed. You chose love when bitterness was clawing at your heart. You decided to trust when fear screamed louder. These choices, invisible to others, were thunder to heaven. Archangel Michael himself raised his sword and declared, "This soul has done it. This soul has broken through the last veil." My child, if only you could see what happened in the unseen while you were simply trying to survive, you would be on your knees trembling. The enemy tried to silence you. He tried to bury your voice in shadows, but he forgot something: seeds grow in silence, in darkness, in burial. What looked like your ending was heaven's preparation for your new rising. That is why Michael says, you finally did it. Because in secret, without applause, without recognition, you touched the place of surrender where heaven's power flows. Now listen carefully, my beloved. The shift has already begun. Doors that resisted you will suddenly swing wide. People who turned their faces from you will begin to remember your name. Resources that seemed locked will suddenly be poured into your hands. This is not magic. This is justice. This is divine alignment catching up with your obedience. Michael's voice rings through eternity, the wait is over. The time has come. They finally did it. Heaven is not just clapping for you, heaven is repositioning you. Archangel Michael has ordered angels of assignment to move around you, to prepare the way ahead. There are people coming into your life who will not understand why they are drawn to you, but the truth is Michael marked your steps, and they are simply responding to heaven's command. Even now, someone's heart is stirring with your name, someone is feeling the weight to help you, to bless you, to stand with you. And all of this because, beloved, you finally stood firm. I want you to feel this moment deeply. Do not rush it. Do not brush it aside as just another word. The heavens do not pause for ordinary moments. When Michael says, you finally did it, it means cycles are closing. It means the years of delay are being folded up like old garments. It means you will not walk around the same mountain again. You have crossed the invisible line, and what is ahead of you will not look like what is behind you. My child, I want to speak this into your spirit: you are not late. You are not behind. You are right on heaven's schedule. The pain, the detours, the silent nights, they were all necessary for this announcement. Without them, you would not have had the strength you now carry. Without them, you would not know how to steward what is coming. Heaven trusted you with fire, and you did not burn. Now you will be trusted with glory. Archangel Michael has been circling around your life, guarding you when you did not know it. Many times, you could have been destroyed, but Michael drew his sword in silence. You were saved from things you never even knew existed. And now the announcement is not just for heaven, but for you: you finally did it. Now step into what belongs to you. Do not fear what is next, for it has already been prepared. Do not look back at who doubted you, for their voices are fading. Do not mourn over what you lost, for heaven is replacing it with what is greater. This is not just the end of a chapter, this is the beginning of a story you never dared to imagine. Stay with me, child. Do not scroll away. Do not let this pass as background noise. This is your moment. This is your announcement. Heaven is bending low, Archangel Michael is speaking, and the word is sealed over your life: you finally did it. My beloved child, do you know what happens when heaven speaks your name? The air shifts, the unseen bends, and all of creation leans forward as if to listen. That is what is happening right now as you hear these words. Michael has cried out, they finally did it. And that cry is not just a sound in heaven, it is a decree that echoes into your future. It means what once resisted you no longer can. It means the doors once closed are trembling on their hinges. It means the chains you thought would stay forever have cracked and fallen to the ground. For years, you carried the weight of battles no one saw. You woke up with questions, you went to bed with doubts, and still you pressed on. There were nights where silence mocked you and mornings where emptiness filled your chest, but you did not give up. Heaven was watching. Archangel Michael was marking every step. Every time you whispered, "I'll try again," when no strength was left, Michael swung his sword over your head, cutting away forces that wanted you buried. My child, the very fact that you are here, alive, listening, breathing, this is the proof that you finally did it. Michael is not casual with his words. He is the angel of war, the defender of destiny, the commander of heavenly armies. He does not speak unless heaven itself commands him. So when he said, "You finally did it," it was not encouragement, it was declaration. A verdict has been passed. A new season has been signed in heaven's book, and your name is written across its pages. Now hear me carefully, this moment is bigger than you think. It is not just about your prayers being answered or your struggle being noticed. It is about legacy. It is about the story being written through you that will ripple into generations after you. What you endured, what you broke through, what you finally conquered, it will not just bless you. It will bless those who come after you. There are children, grandchildren, and even strangers who will walk freer because you chose to stand when everything tried to crush you. Beloved, there is something you must understand: when heaven celebrates, it is not because of perfection, it is because of faithfulness. You thought you were weak, but heaven saw strength. You thought you were stumbling, but heaven saw you rising. You thought you were failing, but heaven saw you fighting. Michael shouted your victory not because you never fell, but because you never stayed down. That is why all of heaven sings now. The world may never clap for you, but angels do. People may not recognize what you have carried, but the heavens know. And now the unseen is aligning with your visible life. That job, that breakthrough, that opportunity that looked impossible, it is about to find you. Not because you chased it, but because heaven has ordered it. When Michael says, "They finally did it," he is sending word to the earth: now, release what belongs to them. Do not miss this, my child. Stay awake in this moment. Do not let distractions pull you away, because what is unfolding now is sacred. Right now, angels are moving in places you cannot see, stirring hearts you do not know, arranging meetings you could never plan. Even now, conversations are happening behind closed doors where your name is being spoken with favor. Even now, resources are being shifted from the hands of those who wasted them into your hands that will multiply them. Even now, the delays are being overturned. Michael has stepped onto the battlefield of your destiny, and the war is over. The enemy who thought he could delay you forever is trembling because heaven declared your breakthrough. Every lie spoken against you is collapsing. Every chain tied to your name is cut. Every shadow that stalked you is fleeing. You did not see the battle, but you endured its fire. And because you stood, heaven has handed you victory. My beloved, listen. You thought the silence meant God had forgotten you, but the silence was the womb where your miracle was forming. You thought the waiting was punishment, but the waiting was preparation. You thought the struggle was endless, but the struggle was carving strength into your bones. Now, finally, the moment is here where the story changes. Michael has said it, and nothing can unsay it. You finally did it. And now, child, you will see what you have never seen. Joy will rise where sorrow lived. Light will enter rooms that felt forever dark. Peace will cover the storms that once tore your nights apart. Even your enemies will not understand how you suddenly carry such favor. They will watch in silence as heaven vindicates you. Because this is what happens when God decides the time has come. You may wonder, but what did I do? What was it that I finally did? The answer is simpler than you think. You chose to keep believing when quitting was easier. You chose to forgive when revenge called louder. You chose to keep walking when everything inside you begged you to stop. These choices, small to you, were monumental in heaven. That is why Michael declares your victory. Stay here with me, my child. Do not rush this word. Let it soak into you. Let it become breath in your lungs and fire in your veins. You are not listening to this by accident. You are not hearing these words by coincidence. You were meant to hear them. Heaven wanted you to know, you finally did it. My beloved child, there are moments in life that heaven marks, moments that become turning points where destiny is no longer delayed but accelerated, and today is that moment for you. Archangel Michael himself stood before the throne of God and cried aloud, they finally did it. That cry was not just a sound, it was a seal, a stamp, a divine confirmation that the long battle you thought would never end has now been declared finished. Think of this, child, for years you have been walking with weights tied to your ankles, with burdens on your back that no one around you could see. You carried pain that you disguised with smiles, you endured storms that you never spoke aloud, and still you pressed forward. Heaven saw that. Angels recorded every silent tear, every lonely prayer, every whispered, God, help me. You thought it was forgotten, but heaven never forgets. And now the reward for your endurance has arrived. Michael does not announce lightly. When he says, you finally did it, he is not speaking of one small event, he is speaking of the culmination of all your hidden choices, your unseen faith, your silent battles. Heaven weighed it all, and today the scale tipped in your favor. You crossed the line you didn't know you were running toward, and now a new chapter is being unrolled with your name written in light across its heading. Beloved, the world may still look ordinary around you right now. You may not yet see the signs in your bank account, in your relationships, in your opportunities, but do not be deceived by appearances. The shift has already been signed in heaven, and what is signed in heaven must manifest on earth. Angels are already dispatched with your name on their scrolls. People you have not met yet are being stirred with an urge they cannot explain, to help you, to bless you, to stand with you. Situations that looked like stone walls will suddenly crumble, because heaven's decree cannot be resisted. Understand this, what you did was not just survival, it was victory. You chose not to curse God when you were hurting. You chose to keep walking when your legs were weak. You chose to smile even when you were breaking. Those choices thundered in heaven louder than any song. Michael raised his sword, pointed toward your future, and declared, now it begins. Do not underestimate what is happening now. This is not just about a blessing, it is about alignment. For so long, you felt out of place, like life was moving around you but not including you. That ends today. From this moment, you will feel the rhythm of heaven matching your steps. You will notice how conversations begin to lead you to the right rooms, how doors open that once seemed impossible, how peace floods places that once only echoed with fear. This is alignment, child. This is heaven's justice catching up with your faith. And know this, you did not miss it. You did not waste too much time. You did not fall too far. Michael's announcement proves you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now. The years you thought were wasted are about to be redeemed. The tears you thought were useless are about to water your harvest. The silence you thought was abandonment was preparation. Nothing is lost, beloved. Nothing is wasted. Heaven has woven it all into your breakthrough. Even now, there is movement around your name. Somewhere, someone is thinking of you right now, planning to reach out, planning to include you, planning to open a door for you. They do not know why your name will not leave their mind, but you and I know, it is because Michael has spoken. Heaven is pulling your destiny into alignment, and the earth must obey. Listen carefully, there is no going back. The line has been crossed. The cycle has been broken. You will not walk in circles again. What once trapped you will no longer hold you. What once defined you will no longer limit you. You are stepping into a version of yourself that heaven has been waiting to reveal. The old is gone. The new is here. Archangel Michael himself bears witness to it. So breathe, child. Breathe deeply. The weight is lifting. The night is ending. The dawn is breaking. This is your time. This is your season. You have finally done what heaven required. Now, you will watch as the earth responds. Stay here with me. Do not let go. Do not scroll away. This is not just another message, this is heaven's announcement over your life. And heaven does not lie. The seal has been set. The decree has been spoken. Michael has declared it, you finally did it. My beloved child, do you feel the weight of these words? Archangel Michael himself leaning close to your life, declaring with the authority of heaven, you finally did it. Not just once. Not just in a single moment. But in a way that rewrote the entire pattern of your story. Child, you need to hear me, what happened in silence, in the nights when nobody saw you, in the mornings when nobody encouraged you, those hidden decisions shook eternity itself. For so long, it looked as if your effort was invisible. You gave when you had nothing left to give. You prayed when your voice was dry. You walked when your feet trembled. And still, you kept moving. Heaven was not blind to that. Michael's sword gleamed above you, defending you when unseen battles tried to erase you. And now, as he stands in the courts of God, he announces your victory, they finally did it. Beloved, let me take you into the unseen realm for a moment. Imagine a courtroom brighter than the sun, scrolls unrolled across golden tables, angels in their radiant ranks standing in silence, waiting. The judge of eternity leans forward. Archangel Michael steps into the center, his voice carrying like thunder and fire, they finally did it. The sound shakes the heavens. Chains that held you crack and collapse. Records of delay are struck out. Your name glows with light. And all of heaven begins to sing. This is not poetic fantasy. This is your reality. You are living in a moment heaven has long been waiting for. Do you understand why your life felt pressed, crushed, stretched? Because the birth of destiny is never gentle. But now the birth is here. The cry has gone out. You finally did it. And child, this is not just for you. This is for everything connected to you. The moment you broke through, you became a key for others. Your family, your children, even generations yet unborn, are freer because of the battle you endured. The curse that followed your bloodline has snapped. The heaviness that tried to suffocate your home has lifted. The silence that followed you like a shadow has been scattered. Do not underestimate what you carry now. Even now, people around you will notice something shifting. They may not understand it, but they will feel it. Some will feel peace when they step into your presence. Others will feel conviction. Some will be drawn to you with favor. Others may turn away, unable to stand under the new light you carry. Do not be surprised. Michael's decree marks you, it places heaven's seal on your life. Nothing will ever be the same. And let me tell you this, child, rewards are already on their way. Heaven is never unjust. You endured years where nothing seemed to move. Now, suddenly, everything will move at once. The doors you knocked on will swing open without resistance. The opportunities you thought were gone will return, but bigger and brighter. The people who forgot you will remember you, not by accident, but because heaven is stirring their hearts. Even wealth, provision, resources, they are being redirected, and you will see them flow into your life. You may wonder, why now? Why after so long? Because heaven has its timing. Because God knew the exact moment when your spirit was ready. Because Michael waited until you had finished the last step. You did not just cross a line, you completed a cycle. And cycles matter in heaven. Today, the cycle of delay ended. The cycle of pain ended. The cycle of confusion ended. What begins now is favor, clarity, acceleration, joy. Beloved, listen carefully. You must not treat this as common. Do not think this is just another day. Mark it. Remember it. For heaven is remembering it. Write it, declare it, repeat it to yourself, I finally did it. Not because you were strong on your own, but because you did not give up when you could have. Not because you never fell, but because you always rose again. That is why Michael cried out your victory. Child, the shift is permanent. You are stepping into places you once only dreamed of. You are walking into rooms you never thought you would enter. You are receiving calls you never thought you would hear. This is heaven's repayment for your faithfulness. And as you walk forward, remember this, it is not just about you. It is about what flows through you. You will become an answer to prayers you never heard. You will become a light to people you have not met. You will become a sign that heaven is real. So breathe deeply, my beloved. The night has ended. The light has broken. Archangel Michael has spoken. Heaven has sealed it. And your life will never again be the same. My beloved child, heaven is still echoing with your name. The announcement has been made, the decree sealed, you finally did it. Child, let that truth sink deep into your spirit, because what Michael declared is not just a sentence, it is a doorway. Every word from heaven is a key, and this one is unlocking the path you thought was closed forever.